Hello friends, let us read a chapter which is arithmetic progression. Now before we start arithmetic progression, we have to know first what is a sequence. What is a sequence? Now sequence we will learn by 3 points. 1, 2 and 3. First point, a sequence is always a group of numbers. Here we are studying maths, so we will study about a group of numbers. Okay. Group of numbers. Second point is which are arranged in a definite order. मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर ऑर्डर पे वो लोग अरेंज हुए होंगे. एंड द लास्ट वन इज फॉलोइंग a certain rule. That means ये जो अरेंज हुए हैं एक डेफिनाइट ऑर्डर में, वो डेफिनाइट ऑर्डर किसी पर्टिकुलर रूल या फिर किसी पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मूले को रिप्रेजेंट करता होगा. जैसे कि एक एग्जांपल मैं लूँगा अभी आपके लिए 2, 4, 6, 8, डॉट 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 एंड इट गोज ऑन. हम देखते हैं इसका फर्स्ट टर्म क्या है ना, 2 है. अगर मैं 2 के साथ +2 इधर करूं तो नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट हमारा एक 4 मिल जाता है. उसके बाद उसी 4 को अगर नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट पे जाऊं वो भी +2 होता है. फिर 6 अगर 8 के साथ +2 होएगा तो मिलेगा हमको 8. ऐसे ही हमको +2 +2 +2 करते जाना है. ठीक है. तो इस ग्रुप ऑफ नंबर्स में हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं ना, इट इज़ अरेंज्ड इन अ डेफिनाइट ऑर्डर. ऑर्डर क्या है ना, 2, 4, 6, 8 and following a certain rule. What is that certain rule? That the previous number of this sequence gets increased by 2 every time. Okay. Similarly अगर मैं और एक एग्जांपल, ये एग्जांपल नंबर 1 और एक एग्जांपल नंबर 2 है, मैं लिखूँ अगर 30, 27, 24, 21 डॉट डॉट डॉट. So when the first term is 30, if we decrease that 30 by 3, then we get the second term of the sequence, that is 27. Again, if we decrease 27 by 3, we get the third term of the sequence, that is 24. Similarly, if we decrease 24 by 3, then we get the next term of the sequence as 21, and it goes like that. Now let us consider this sequence. Now the first term is 5. When we add 3, we get the next term as 8. Then we add 3 and we get the next term as 11. Then again we add 3, we get the next term as 14. Again we add 3 and we get the next term as 17, and it goes on like that. Okay. Now these elements, you can see they are connected by a comma or a separator, you can say. But if I remove these separators and I insert plus and minus sign, okay, like this, in any order you can put plus or minus sign, then this will be called as a series. Okay, this will not be called a sequence anymore, it will be called as a series, because this particular sequence will now have a particular value. Okay. But here when you notice in the sequence, it does not have a particular value. These are individual elements which are following a particular order. But here when I insert plus and minus sign, then it will have a particular value, and it is known as a series. Okay, a series always tends to a particular value, whereas a sequence does not tend to a particular value, it remains like that only. Okay. Now what is progression? Let's see what is progression. When the members or these elements of a series or a sequence are written in a definite order or a certain rule, we get a progression. Okay. Like suppose this one, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. Okay. These are following a particular rule and it is known as a progression. We can say that it almost resembles the sequence theory. Okay, progression, we can say a progression is also a sequence of numbers whose each term is related to its predecessor and successor by a uniform law. Okay, that means 5 is related to 8 by plus 3, and here let me make an arrow, and here 8 is related to 5 by minus 3. Okay, if we add 3 to 5, we will get 8, and if we subtract 3 from 8, we will get 5. That means the predecessor and the successor are interlinked with among themselves. Okay, now let's come to our topic, arithmetic progression, or the short abbreviated form is AP. An arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers, or a series of numbers you can also say, in which each term can be obtained by adding a certain quantity to its preceding term. Okay, suppose here is 3, we can add and get 7 by adding 4. Okay, then from 7 we can add plus 4, 11. And remember, when you are adding numbers, you cannot add any random number to them. The number which you are adding must be a constant. Okay, and suppose 11, again you are adding 4 and getting 15, and it continues like that. Okay, you cannot add any number. If I am adding plus 4 at the first time, then you cannot add plus 2. You have to add plus 4, because in the arithmetic progression point number 3, we have already discussed that it must follow a certain rule. Okay, and here in this example, the rule says that we have to add plus 4. A constant quantity plus 4 should be added to the preceding terms. Now from this sequence, we will find out a general term to write a sequence. Okay, or a general way of writing a sequence. Okay, 5 is the first term. Let's denote 5 by A. Okay, now we are adding 3 to 5, it's 8. Let's denote by A plus 3. Now we are writing 11 by adding 3 to 8. But here, observe that we are adding A plus 3 plus 3, because we are adding 3 2 times to 5. Okay, here we are adding 3 twice to 5, so that we can get 11. Similarly, we can write for 14 that A plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. We are adding thrice. Okay. Next, we can write 17 A plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. We are adding 4 times. So similarly, we can write the general form of a sequence as A plus D, where D stands for the common difference which we are adding. Okay, A plus, this is 3 plus 3, that means twice times 3, 2D, then again A plus 3D, then A plus 4D, and it goes on. Okay, this is the general form of a sequence. General form of a sequence. Now suppose we are asked to find out any term of this sequence. Okay, how we will find out? Let's see. Let's denote the last term as small l. Okay, now the formula is A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, this is the formula for finding the nth term of a equation. Okay, nth term, where L is the nth term. Nth term, we don't know the nth term, where L is the nth term. Okay, suppose let's consider this. This is the first term, this is the second, this is the third, fourth, and the fifth. Okay, the question is given, let's find the ninth term of this sequence. Okay, ninth term. Now ninth term we can find out by using this particular formula as A. What is A? Now the first term of this sequence is known as A. 5 plus n minus 1. N minus 1 means the term which is the term which is being asked. N, ninth term, 9 minus 1. N is 9 here. Okay, nth term means the ninth term we are finding here. So 9 minus 1 into D. What is the common difference here? We have noticed the common difference is 3. Every time we are adding 3 to the preceding number, we are getting the next successive numbers. Okay, into D is 3. So we will solve this as 5 plus 9 minus 1 is 8 into 3. 5 plus 8 3s are 24, and 5 plus 24 we know as 29. So the ninth term we have as 29. You can check. Okay, now we will check. Let's see. Now the sixth term we will add 17 plus 3. Again we will have 20. Seventh term we will have 20 plus 3 as 23. Eighth term we will have 23 plus 3 as 26. Similarly, the ninth term we will have 26 plus 3 is 29. So we are ultimately getting the answer as 29. Okay. Let us do a sum. Find the AP whose nth term is 2n minus 3. Let's find it out. It's given that the nth term of the arithmetic progression or AP is 2n minus 3. Okay, so how we will do it? Simply just put natural numbers 1, 2, 3 up to how many times you can do that in the place of n here. Okay, so nth term is the first term. Let's see what the first term we get. 2 into, in place of n I will write 1 minus 3. This is 2 into 1 is 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. Second term, 2 into, in place of n we will write 2 minus 3, which is equals to 2 into 2 is 4 minus 3, which is equals to 1. Third term is equals to 2 into n is equals to 3 minus 3. 2 3s are 6 minus 3 is equals to 3. Fourth term we have 2 into, in place of n we will write 4 minus 3. 2 4s are 8 minus 3, which is equals to 5. So like that you can do up to 5th term, 6th term, 7th term and so on. But from the exam point of view we will only do 4 terms. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And finally we will write the answer as thus. The AP or the arithmetic progression you can write is given by minus 1 the first term, comma 1 the second term, comma 3 the third term, comma 5 the fourth term, and it goes on like that. You can give 3 dots after the comma. That means it makes the examiner understand that after 5 there are also the terms going on which follow the rule 2n minus 3. But we need not calculate that from the exam point of view. Let's do another question like that. It's given, find the nth term and the 20th term of AP. What is the AP? We have as 9, 5, 1, minus 3 and so on. Now for this particular arithmetic progression we have to find the nth term and we have to find the 20th term. Okay, as I have told you in the previous problem that the nth term formula we have as a plus n minus 1 into d, where d stands for the common difference. So let's first know what is the common difference. A stands for the first term, which is 9. We can see when we subtract 4, we get 5. Similarly, we see when we subtract 4 from 5, we get 1. Also, we see that when we subtract 4 from 1, we get minus 3. So, we have the common difference as 4. Sorry, we have as minus 4. We can see minus 4. Okay, if it would have been plus, we would have written plus. Okay, but since it is minus, we have to write minus along with the sign. You have to take the sign also, remember. So now an n here is given, the nth term only, and here is given n. Okay, so now the nth term we have is equals to a 9 plus n minus 1, n is n, we know, and d is minus 4. Okay, let me put the bracket here. Now we shall solve it. 9 plus minus 4 minus 4 into n, we have minus 4n, minus 4 into minus 1, we have plus 4, which is equals to 13 minus 4n. So this is the nth term. Okay, the nth term we have as 13 minus 4n. Now we have to find the 20th term. Okay, now since we know the nth term, in place of n we have to put 20, then we will get the 20th term. So 13 minus 4 times of 20 is equals to 13 minus 4 times 20 is 80, and 13 minus 80 is minus 67. Okay, so you will get simple problems like these in your exams. You have to calculate it. So let's do another variety of questions. Okay, is 205 a term of the sequence 8, 12, 16, 20, and it goes on like that or not? We have to check that whether 205 is a term of this particular sequence. For that, first we will check whether 8, 12, 16 and 20, the given particular sequence, is in arithmetic progression or not. Okay, so we can see when we add 4 to the first term 8, we get 12. Then we again add 4 to the second term 12 to get 16. Again we add plus 4 to get the fourth term of the sequence 20, and it goes on like that. Okay, so the given sequence is in arithmetic progression. Okay, now we have to check whether 205 is a member of this particular sequence or not. For that, let us consider 205 to be the nth term. Let us consider 205 to be the nth term. Now we know the nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So we will write a plus n minus 1 into d is equals to how much? Now 205, because we have considered 205 to be the nth term. Now we will simplify that. A, what is a? Now a here is 8. The first term of the sequence is 8 plus n minus 1 into d. D is the difference, common difference we have here as 4, only 4, because there is no negative sign, there is positive sign, we will take only 4. Okay, is equals to 205, which is equals to 8 plus, we will multiply the 4 times of n, minus 4 is equals to 205. We get 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 plus 4 times of n, we get 205. 4 times of n is equals to 205 minus 4, which is equals to 201. N is equals to 201 divided by 4. n is equals to 201 divided by 4 is 50 whole 1 by 4 in a mixed fraction. Okay, so we see we get a mixed fraction, or if you consider this also, we get a fractional number. But in the sequence, can we see any particular fractional number? The answer is no. There is no particular fraction in this common sequence or series. Okay, so this n is equals to 50 whole 1 by 4 shows us that this particular term 205 is not a member of this particular sequence. Okay. So the question is given, find the 12th term from the end in arithmetic progression 13, 18, 23 dot 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 up to 158. Here we notice that the nth term is given as 158. We have to find the 12th term of this particular arithmetic progression. Let's see how we will do this. Okay. So the first term from this sequence we have 13. We will write a equal to 13. And what is the common difference here? 13, we add 5, we get 18. Similarly, we add 5, we get 23. Similarly, again, if we will add 5, we will get 28, which is hidden within these 3 dots. Okay, so the common difference D is equals to 5. Plus 5, we will write 5. Okay, now it has asked us to find the 12th term. Okay, we have a particular formula for this question. Okay, if A is the first term, A is the first term, D is the common difference, D is the common difference, and N is the number of terms, N is the number of terms, then the rth term from the end is equal to n minus r plus 1th term from the beginning. इसका मतलब क्या होता है ना, अगर हम पहले से शुरू करेंगे, ठीक है, और हम जा के पर्टिकुलर टर्म हम चाहते हैं इस पर्टिकुलर टर्म का हमें वैल्यू पता चले, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा ना, हमें n माइनस आर प्लस 1th टर्म फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग को पता लगाना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके हमें इसका पता चलेगा. और उसका n माइनस आर प्लस 1th टर्म फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग का पता कैसे चलेगा ना, इट विल बी इक्वल टू द rth टर्म फ्रॉम द एंड. ओके, द rth टर्म फ्रॉम द बैकवर्ड्स. ओके, दैट मीन्स if we say there are 15 terms in this, when n is equals to 15, what will be the term from the beginning? That will be the 6th term from the end. Okay, well, r is equals to 6. That means from the back of the series. Okay, if we will ask the 6th, if we will take the 6th term and we will ask what is that term corresponding from the beginning, what we will say? Now, n minus r plus 1th term from the beginning. That means 15 minus 6 is 9. 15 minus 6 is 9 plus 1. That is the 10th term. Okay, the 10th term from the beginning. That means if there are 15 terms in a particular sequence, the 6th term from the back will be the 10th term from the beginning. The 6th term from the end will be the 10th term from the beginning. As we proceed the series or sequence from left to right, we will get the particular term as the 10th position, whereas when we will proceed the particular series or sequence from the back, from the right hand side to the left hand side, we will get it as the 6th term. Okay, so here we don't have, in this particular question, we don't have n. Okay, n is not given in this particular question. First we have to find what is n. Okay, now we know the formula. Nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, the nth term is given as 158. Okay, so 158 is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? A is 13 plus n minus 1. We have to find what is the nth term into d. D is 5. Okay, here the nth term you can write it as L. Okay, L. L means the last term or the nth term. Okay, this n, what is the value of this 10? Like this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. So what is the particular value of this n? What term? 30th term or 20th term or the 10th term? We have to find that particular value. So here we will solve this. 158 is equals to 13 plus 5 times n is 5n minus 5, which implies 158 is equals to 13 minus 5 is 8 plus 5n, which is equals to 5n is equals to 158 minus 8. Okay, the 8 goes to that side, which is equals to the 150, which implies n is equals to 150 divided by 5, which gives us the value n is equals to 30. Okay, and we have as 30. So this 158, it is the 30th term. Okay, this is the 30th term of this particular sequence. Okay, now it is asking what is the find the 12th term from the end. Okay, find the 12th term from the end, rth term from the end. That means 12. R is equals to 12. 12th term from the end. 12th term from the end will be equal to n minus r plus 1. N is here, we have n is equals to 30 minus r is equals to, we have 12. Here 12th term plus 1 th term from the beginning. Okay, as I explained in this particular sum earlier, that when we proceed from the right, if we search for a particular term, it will be a particular number, and we search from the left for that corresponding number only, we will get a particular number. So 12th term from the end, 12th term from the right hand side to the left hand side will be equal to this th term from the beginning. Okay, which is equals to 30 minus 12, we get 18 plus 1, 19th term of this particular sequence from the beginning. And the 19th term again we have as a plus n minus 1 is 19 minus 1 into the common difference d is equals to 5. Okay, and in place of a we can write 13. We will apply the formula. Which formula? We will apply the formula nth term is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So in place of n we will keep 19. 19th term is equals to a plus 19 minus 1 into d, which I have done here. 13 is a, the first term, plus 19 minus 1 into the common difference is 5, which is equals to 13 plus 19 minus 1 is 18 into 5, which is equals to 13 plus 18 5s are is 90. Okay, 90 plus 13 is 103. So the answer will come as 103. So the 12th term from the end of the AP is 103. 103 will be present somewhere here, and it will be the 12th term from the end and the 19th term from the beginning of the sequence. So I hope you have understood this sum, and any further doubts in this chapter, you can ask in the comment section of this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video as much as you can. Thank you.